I see no benefit to this law to anyone except perhaps business people, right? So if you can consider and you can choose people and our safety before businesses making a bigger profit, I would certainly appreciate it. And please repeal this 24-hour sale. Mahalo.
You know, if you look at the cause of death of the non-intentional cause of death, you know, you're going to find that fatal crashes is probably one of the highest. And adding one more factor to that is dangerous and nonsensical. So I implore you to think very carefully about the decision that you're about to make.
Back in February, with very little discussion, this commission amended dozens of rules, some of which alter the face of the community of Maui, without considering the human implications of 24-hour liquor sales on policing, drunk driving, or social services that deal with battered women, alcohol addiction, and even child abuse. It never occurred to any of you to inquire about the impacts of greater liquor availability from the police or social service agencies or even religious leaders on this island.
The Teen Expo is the county's largest teen-focused underage drinking prevention awareness event held each year. And at the event this year, we decided to gather petitions for the repeal so that we could get a better understanding of how our community at large feels about this issue. And in a matter of just a few short hours, we were able to gather 95 petitions. So each flower has an individual signature and petition on it asking all of you to repeal the 24-hour alcohol sales. So I'm here on behalf of them, as well as a petition that we have online circulating that now has over 300 signatures on it. We are all asking you to vote to repeal this.
You know, the decisions that you make affect others, including members of the public. You, however, will not be responding to any vehicle crash at 4 a.m. You will not be extricating crash victims from mangled vehicles. You will not be the one struggling to keep victims alive in an ambulance. And you will not be the ones trying to save lives in the emergency room. But most of all, you won't be accompanying the traffic officer who makes the death notification to family members. I've seen too many lives wasted by impaired driving. So help me save some lives. Make the right call.
And I did make a lot of those death notifications. I had to attend the autopsies of the victims of drunk drivers. The carnage you guys don't see behind the scene is immense. And what that does, it creates vicarious trauma to the officer. We absorb that for you in our service. And it affects the way we relate to family and our friends.
The third rule, the lifting of the cap of the number of hostess bars, raises the question, what were you thinking? We all know that hostess bars is just a politically acceptable name for prostitution opportunities. There are two sets of victims, the guests and the girls who entertain them.
On just one note, I think Mr. Tanaka, you knew my dad very well and knew that he went through great pains to actually have that cap on hostess bars back in the 80s. And those meetings were very, very long, as I recall. I was teaching at the time, so he'd come back and tell me all about it afterwards. But something as important as that, I mean, I question, why is that even come up? I understand that there is a cap, and there are still licenses available. So I don't know what the driving need is for that. So I think when you open this back up again, you'll be able to get that information so that you can, re-examine what it is and what direction we want our county to go in. I am totally against this 24-hour sale. This is crazy. If somebody wants 24-hour liquor, they should move to Las Vegas. They're set up for that kind of liquor control. They have tons of people that monitor all these bars and everywhere. So, I mean, unless you want to join the Las Vegas police force, they have their own problems. It'd be interesting to see their take on it. But we don't need to become a 24-hour place. We have our own attributes that, and what the first thing that hit me when these people said, they come in at 3 o'clock in the morning and maybe they want to drink after a long flight. I don't think any of those hotels that they're staying at don't have mini bars. So I don't see an excuse for, I need a drink. You can go to your room and have a drink. You know, I mean, that's not a problem. And people that say they can't get booze after work, well, plan ahead a little bit, guys. Buy your booze and then leave it at home. When you get home, you can drink. So to me, these are just empty little things that are going on. Like, Kate, think about it a little bit. Is it worth having the convenience, because I want to drink, that everyone else in our community is now going to be subject to a much harsher environment for them to live in? Let's keep Maui Maui. So I give it a chance, and let's go that. Thank you very much.